Been painting about 13 years as a green painter. I've never used a static gun ever. It is definitely, with the first time using it, changed the outcome of the paint job. What's up, guys? I'm Jacob Edwards with Signature Auto Body. I specialize in primarily restorations, older cars, the fun stuff that bigger body shops don't really care to take on. I have most fun doing that. That's the biggest thing. I just always get dirt and sealers. It just happens all the time. That, and then coming back, I was blown away when I was tacking it and nothing came back up on the rag. That was nothing. I wiped it. I was like ready to show you something. I was like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck? Okay, so for sealer here, we're using a Sunfire Pro epoxy sealer. It's epoxy primer, and then there's a secondary mix for sealer, which is 4:1 to 2 on the reducer. It's a really nice epoxy primer. Spraying with the 13 OP Exodus at about 20 psi, and that's a little high. Usually I'd spray it probably at 18, but I wanted a really smooth, flat finish to start with it being a candy paint job. The OP just seems to do a better job of atomizing than anything else, like my old sealer guns, like a Iwata 13. I think it's LPH 400. It just atomizes it way better. I can always expect that it will atomize it good. Pattern's always going to be good. I know exactly how it's going to lay this product out. But yeah, that paired with the light, this car is going to get sealed up like butter, and it's going to be flat, and it's going to be true. The base, I'm spraying at 20 psi as well with the 13 OP. It just does a phenomenal job atomizing the metallics. It just lays them out effortlessly. I didn't have to try. I never do with the Exodus 13. It just goes on the panel, does what you want it to do, and it's done. No second guesses, and it just kills it when it comes to base coat. I'm using the same base coat gun for the candy coat, which we'll be applying. The 13 OP. That'll be at about 24 psi. playing with the pressure. I liked how this particular mix was spraying at 24 better. It's a little thicker. You know, it's a candy. They're a little bit different than standard base coats, but 24 psi, 3 coats of that laid it out no problem. Of course, paired with the light, you just can't go wrong. You're gonna get your coverage. Go in the booth with the lights off, check your coverage, make sure you're not missing anything. That light will tell you everything you need to see. It does every time. I hate spraying without that light, as we've covered before. You go in the booth and start spraying. Oop, light's not on. Couldn't even pull the trigger for half a second. I hate it. I hate it real bad. The base coat I'm using Sickens Auto Base Plus for the base coat, the metallic coat, and the candy coat, which would just be considered like a mid coat on late model cars. Clear coat is a Velorum 2-to-1. Clear coat, it's a kind of a higher build, slower set overall clear coat. It's the 2-to-1 multi-panel. Lays out really nice. And this particular job here, we're going for 3 coats with thick build, so I can sand the car down and just maybe a quick denib, run over the car, just flatten it out just a little bit and polish it to still have the millage that I would require for the end product after all the buffing is done. So this clear coat I'm laying on with a 1.5 OP Exodus. This clear we're spraying at 20 psi. This clear would probably lay out a lot flatter if I wound the needle in just a little bit, but I've got it wound all the way out, maybe a quarter in, because we're going for high build. So it's like I say, we're trying to achieve the millage per coat. I would like to have around 6.5 mils when it's dried. I'm doing 3 coats with a good amount of time in between coats, roughly 20 minutes. And after the second coat, we'll do about 30 to 40 minutes just to make sure everything gases off nice. And the third coat will be a pounder and pound it on, really try to slick it out and get that clear on there so we have enough at the end of the day to cut and buff everything properly and have the correct amount of millage to protect the finish from the UV rays. So definitely, with the first time using it, changed the outcome of the paint job. I could tell right away with the sealer. Um, Usually, I have a lot of dirt and sealer, and for some reason, it just seems to pop up. Sealer went on real good, real clean, where I didn't feel like I needed to go denib anything, which is crazy. And I'm working on like an '83 Cutlass. First coat of base, everyone can expect a little bit of dirt. I didn't find any dirt until the second coat, and the second coat only had about 3 chunks that I went kind of denibbed just a little bit, which is real impressive to me. Especially in a booth I've never sprayed in before. Go on to the fourth coat of base, 4 coats of base. We're doing a candy apple red, 4 coats of base. Still nothing to worry about at all, which was impressive. 4 coats of base and a drop coat. Usually, you'd want to do a drop coat to orientate your metallics before your candy. And I go on there with a tack rag, expecting a lot of overspray, a lot of metallics to be pulled off onto the tack rag. And I'd never even thought about it before, but nothing showed up really. I used a brand new tack rag, and it's it's pretty clean. So obviously it kind of like helped metallics kind of lay in place where they need to go. I think that's pretty beneficial. On to the candy, no problems there either. And you're talking 7 coats in at this point. 1 coat of sealer, 4 coats of base, 3 coats of candy. Still no problem. Um, and then on to the clear. So far, it's just amazing to me. There's probably 4 D-nibs I need to do before um, I even cut and buff the car. So that's pretty nice considering most complete paint jobs I do for myself now. Um, I'm denibbing 8 or 9, maybe 15 chunks of panel on a regular basis before I can go and cut the whole car down and polish it. So that's going to cut down a lot of time for me, and also it helps the finish of the car. Obviously, it's not there's not a piece of dirt underneath the metallics just shining a bright light at you, which is pretty common, especially in a production shop. Mostly, most painters don't really care. They just kind of go and go and go. But I would say, all in all, I think that this thing changed the outcome of this paint job, which is crucial for a tri-stage candy paint job on a 1983 Cutlass Supreme.